trying to reconnect. Hold on.
Hey y'all, what's up and welcome to Twice Baked with America's Angels. I'm Aundrea.
And I'm Tabetha.
How y'all doing today? Hope you can see us. We're having some troubles with everything, with life, with our minds, with the camera, with our YouTube page, with everything. So we hope you can get our message.
Can y'all let us know?
So today we're
shove you back. Oh, okay. Oh, I got family on right now. Hold on.
Thank
there
you.
You go. Okay. All right.
So, Friday.
Right.
Federal Judge James Robert and the Homeland Security issued a nationwide restraining order suspending the travel ban in place by President Trump on Friday. Did I even say that?
Right.
This welcomed in the refugees again.
I know. So they did this ban. So this restraining order. I am kind of wondering how this restraining order is able to take effect, seeing that a restraining order is meant for a person, and seeing that Trump has not said there's a certain person ban. I don't know how this restraining order is even being able to
There was no threat to anybody's life except as if you're a Syrian, it came from your country. But Trump and the United States never threatened any Syrian or any immigrant coming to our United States. Therefore, there shouldn't be able to be a restraining order.
Right.
Anyway, so did we find out it was 200 Syrians that came into LA?
Well, no. We had some of the refugees on Thursday, before this ban was supposed to take effect. There was hundreds of people that came out to Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in Atlanta, Georgia. Basically welcoming these refugees in, which is all nice and dandy and all that great stuff, but we're welcoming in people that we don't even know if they're for our country, if they want to be in our country,
exactly.
if they're bringing good and all that. Yeah. And so that's what the whole thing with the vetting. And my thing is Trump is obviously getting information with General Mattis to sit here and I would call intel to basically say there's something must be going on for them to sit here and do this ban.
Right.
You have to think about, they have information that us American people, that the news is not getting.
Right. We can't have it for the safety of the nation.
Right. So there has to be something that they know. And may I remind y'all, this is a temporary ban.
Right.
And it's only for 7 of the nations.
Right.
Well, 7.
Not all
I
of
mean,
these
not
Muslim nations,
but 7 other countries. Not even all, because there's 49 other Muslim countries.
But yeah, so I mean, his job is to protect the homeland.
Right.
I mean, and the American people, and he has no higher duty than to do that. And if he feels the need, and so do his people that are surrounding him feel the need to do this, he has to do this. But
figure it out.
He's doing his effing job. That's what he's doing. Anyways, so we wanted to go on to talk to you about this. I don't know if some of y'all have seen this lady. It's Congresswoman from California, Maxine Waters. She's a Democrat. Mm-hmm. She's calling for the consideration of the impeachment of Donald Trump 18 days into his inauguration. And I'm going to quote her so I don't misrepresent her. She says, "I have not called for the impeachment yet. He is doing it himself. He is leading himself into that kind of position where folks will be asking, what are we going to do? And the answer is going to be eventually, we've got to do something about him." And my question is, why can't you be specific right there when you have to do something about him? Why can you not say, wait, we're going to have to impeach him? Because that makes me lead to believe, because of all the other surrounding issues, maybe an assassination is in order too.
Or that it's okay to have these threats towards our president.
Exactly. And you're doing the same thing that these stupid actresses and actors are doing, getting up on their platform and on a press conference and saying something that should uprise the country and not bring us together as a peaceful nation, when all y'all were about that when Obama was president. But now y'all aren't giving anybody a chance.
And they're not still giving the representation of that these refugees comes with ISIS.
Yeah.
These are people that are skilled, that have been trained to sit there and be in disguise as normal people and everything else. And they're in our country to sit here and make mayhem
Well, they
and
do
make
say,
chaos.
I mean, their own quotes are that if an American were to walk into their country,
Right.
just because they're American and they hate Americans, they would be grabbed up and tortured, and
not
the women would
even
be
by
raped.
ISIS, not even by
Just
it would
because
be
they don't like us.
just because, and they said that they would take our women and gang rape them. I mean,
It's disgusting.
so if we can't walk down their streets, right? Like this Marine said, if we can't walk down their streets, and what makes you think I want to welcome you into my country? Because if you don't have good intent in the street in your own country, then you're not going to have good intent in the street in my country.
Exactly. And this
And they're
lady
gonna
needs
carry
to stop
the
talking
same
about
beliefs.
impeachment to 18 days in. He's doing what he said he would. He's doing what we elected him to do.
Right, and they just keep on sitting here saying this is Muslim ban and this is hatred, and it's not.
No.
We have to remember he has information that you as the U.S. public do not know. All what the CIA and all these intel and specialists, and they're doing their job, and they're getting these information, and they're reporting it back to the president and to General Mattis. And then they're going from that information to sit there and pull and say, what do we need to do to protect our country? Is this information that is going, do we need to look at it, or is it false? And if they get something really extreme, like, I mean, let's say the Iran with that.
Right, Iran is, of course, we reported on you last week that Iran was firing missiles, didn't warn anybody.
Right.
They're now saying that they're defensive missiles, making sure their defense is working and their calibration systems are working. Well, Iran finally says that their missiles, that they found out that they're calibrated to hit Tel Aviv in Israel
Right.
within 7 minutes of leaving Iran. Why they said that, why they put that out there, you guess for yourself. But we believe that this is
And
something
y'all gotta
that
remember
we're
where you're-
talking about that Trump may know, because this sounds a little too planned.
Right, it sounds a little bit too planned, and we have to remember our embassy is in Tel Aviv.
The
And
U.S. Embassy to protect Israel is
And
in
for
Tel Aviv.
some reason, everyone is fighting against us getting it moved to Jerusalem. So we have this Iran doing these threats. Then we have Trump coming out in his tweet. What did he say in his tweet, Aundrea?
Iran is playing with fire. They don't appreciate how kind President Obama was to them, not me.
And that's exactly right. Obama and that administration created ISIS. When you sit there and you have all this material, all these tanks, all these resources over there, and then you dip out and leave it, you're creating it. You're creating it. You have never seen ISIS before then. You have never seen anything in the likes of it since the medieval days.
Yeah.
You've never seen someone go on a video and chop the cartels, the Mexican cartels don't even do this evil stuff.
Right.
You're not even seeing this much. I mean, it is.
Well, let me read what's going on. According to Drudge Report and CNN and Fox News, they're
Right.
all saying that Iranian officials last Saturday, the day after the ban of the Syrian refugees coming in was lifted,
Right.
so it was lifted, Saturday, Iranian officials condemned the U.S. visa ban against Tehran and 6 other majority Muslim countries as an open affront against the Muslim world and the Iranian nation, and vowed to retaliate by continuing to launch roaring missiles, which are characterized as defensive in nature. They are also continuing to test and calibrate their missile radar system.
Right. So
They're
This-
getting ready to do something.
this is a threat.
This
This
is
is a
a
threat
huge
to our
threat.
country, and we are now seeing that. So you have to know Trump has even more information, more intel on this.
Right.
They are already threatening us. They're warning us. Why are they preparing us? Why are we at these threats?
Well, we'll go into that in a second, what I think. But I want to leave this subject by saying that the White House did come out and say that the days of the United States of America turning a blind eye
Right.
to the Iranian tension and hostility are over. Those days are over. Mwah.
Matt's on.
Well, say goodbye to those days, because they're
Yep.
going to do something about it. So get ready for it. But yeah, so another threat to us. China. You may or may not know that China has warships, and so do the U.S. We all
Right.
have warships around the South China Sea. Now, this is because most
Around
of...
these islands.
Well, I'm talking about the South China
Okay.
Sea right now, because most of our you know, our precious minerals and metals and
Gold,
oil comes through out of those places that do send them out. It comes out to be exported to the U.S. through the South China Sea. So any little slight tension movement can be a threat and could turn into a battle. More so, it could turn into a war. Frightening. But what's going on right now is China has sailed some warships with their, you know, missiles on them aboard to the Sankaku Islands claimed by Japan.
Yeah.
Now, 2 days ago, our Defense Secretary, Jim Mattis, visited Japan and announced to back Japan's claims of these islands. The problem is, these are man-made islands. We don't know the purpose of it right now, but we do know that China, Japan, and Taiwan have all claimed rights to these islands, but the U.S. is now backing Japan for the claim. So they'll sell that China sailed their warships 12 miles past these islands, trying to threaten their claim. They haven't done this in a long time. Now, they did continue off to the South China Sea, but like I said, any movement, any closer involvement, the closer they get to these islands, is all a threat. We don't know what they're going to do with those missiles. They can launch them at any time, and we have no idea.
Exactly. So all this stuff going on is
pretty scary. It's pretty, you
and
know,
I think it's giving us little puzzle pieces to sit there and know what's going on and know that we do have to right now. Our homeland should be a priority right now.
Right. And the Mattis later came out and he did a press conference and said all regional disputes over territory should be handled peacefully during a press conference alongside his Japanese counterpart, Minister of Defense Tomimi Inada. Sorry, that was jumbled, but he wants it to be settled peacefully.
Right.
So,
are you saying General Mattis?
Yes, he came out in a press conference with his
Yeah, that was a little fast. Okay. Yeah, so General Mattis is peaceful. He doesn't believe in torture and all that stuff, and he's very peaceful.
So at least we know that he's not, you know, a trigger happy person.
No.
And he's
which we haven't even seen Trump be.
No.
What they were so scared of him being, we haven't even seen him be.
I really think that we've all just proven all these, you know, assumptions about Trump and all these bad things we've all proven them wrong. He's proven them wrong. Excuse me, he has. And we're honored to be able to sit here and kind of shed the light on that a little bit.
Right, and he has so far kept to his word to the American people. And he is making sure that the American people have this voice again and that we're not left in this dark anymore.
And
you have to remember how there's the Twitter rants and stuff like that. It's to sit there and let the American people know what he's doing. He wants to be translucent to y'all.
Right.
So,
and for the Democrats to say that is impeachable behavior is ludicrous.
Right. Right.
This is a critical point in our lives, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for being with us and supporting us on this, because this is huge and this is definitely what history is made of.
Right. That's exactly right. I love you.
We love you guys. Good luck and God bless.
Follow us on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Follow us on YouTube at America's Angels, on Facebook at Angels Twice Baked, and you can even find us on Patreon if you just search America's Angels. But thank you for your help, everybody. Good night.
We love y'all. Mwah.